The meat.
The news at 10 on 2 Works For You starts right now.
I have no idea how safe this medical device is, and neither does anybody else.
Is sure the birth control method used by thousands of women for more than a decade now, what the maker didn't tell the FDA and the 2 News investigators uncovered. Plus, only on 2 tonight, a Tulsa grandmother raising her grandchildren after her daughter is killed. What she's doing to make sure this particular crime doesn't happen to another woman. First, 2 News Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony tracking rain and when it's going to arrive in your neighborhood. Brett?
Hi, Karen. Right now on Storm Shield radar, the rain is expanding. We have showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder up across extreme northeastern Oklahoma. The rest of us, for the time being, are dry. So let's go to Storm Shield radar, and we'll pinpoint where that rain is right now. You can see it's behind the cold front up here from just north of Tulsa into Washington County, right on up through Craig and Owata County into southeastern Kansas. There aren't any severe thunderstorms, but there might be a brief heavy downpour in one of these storms that it moves toward Commerce in about 15 to 20 minutes. The temperatures will be dropping. That's the other part of the story. 73 right now at Okmulgee, 69 at Manford. It's not going to be a quick drop, but it'll be a gradual drop, and by tomorrow morning, the temperatures will be in the 50s. As we look out to the south, it looks all clear across the Tulsa area. So overnight tonight, 56 rain for some of us, not all of us, but rain for some of us, clearing after 2 a.m. Wake up tomorrow, the skies will be clearing. It'll be a different air mass. We'll talk about that. I'm looking at the 7-day forecast. There are new changes that could be possible coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Brett. And as these cooler temperatures move in with potential of rain overnight, you'll want to wake up with us. 2 News, the only station with the power of 2 meteorologists each morning. Join George and Taft and Elizabeth Beaubien starting at 5 a.m. for 2 News Today. Tulsa police still waiting to arrest the city's latest accused murderer. Robert Tillotson remains in ICU after police say he shot his girlfriend and then shot himself. All this with 3 children in the home. He survived. She did not. Now, we first brought you this story as breaking news Sunday morning. And tonight, the children's grandmother speaks only with 2 News reporter Liz Bryant. Liz?
Now, Karen, the accused murderer is here at St. John, recovering still from a bullet up his chin through his cheek. The woman who lost her daughter in all of this says she wants at least to save one woman tonight watching this from not repeating this same cycle.
And she just liked to laugh, and I'll miss that.
Her smile, a permanent fixture on Beverly Stratton's face.
When she was little, I remember the first time she put her arms around me and hugged me, and she said, "I love you, Mommy." And I still hear that.
Pam Adams now raising her daughter's 3 children. The 33-year-old shot by her boyfriend of 11 years, police say, while her 12-year-old son watched.
And you don't want your mom to raise your kids like I'm having to do Beverly's. They deserve to have their mom. I deserve to have my grandchildren as my grandchildren.
Pam says Beverly broke the news. She wasn't getting back with 31-year-old Robert Tillotson, yet she let him stay to save money. The shooting exactly 1 month after Robert got out of jail for allegedly slapping Beverly.
And then it's a shove, and then it's another slap. Some more foul names. And the next thing you know, you're a Beverly, and you're laying on the floor.
And for a long time, Beverly's 3 kids witnessed that. Now Pam wants to give them some type of normalcy.
And her kids don't understand why. I don't understand why. But we'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Now, Pam says her daughter is the 5th Tulsa woman to die this year from domestic violence. Live in Midtown, Liz Bryant, 2 News Works For You.
Thank you, Liz. By the numbers tonight, 1/3 of all women and 1/4 of all men in the U.S. will deal with some type of domestic abuse. If you need help, Domestic Violence Intervention Services in Tulsa is one place to turn. The number 918-7-HELP-ME. We've also put a link to their website on kjrh.com for you. It is trending on 2 News Facebook page right now. A Claremore couple accused of doing something unthinkable with their family pet. Deputies arrested Robert and Brenda Medler on several charges, including animal cruelty. Investigators say the Claremore couple admitted to making a video that showed the woman engaged in a sex act with the family dog. Deputies say the video was posted on a bestiality website.
That was shocking.
to me that many people were interested in, graphic material like that with animals.
The Mettlers bonded out of jail this weekend. They are due in court next month. The Tulsa County Jail is over capacity and running out of money. The jail is operating at a deficit, they say, of $2.6 million for this year. County leaders are negotiating with the city to increase fees. 2 News learned about some of those numbers being tossed around. The county wants the city to now pay $118 booking fee per prisoner and increase the daily housing fee from $27 to just over $52 a day. The two sides have this week to strike a deal.
My gut instinct is that, yeah, we'll probably end up before a district court judge, and that's okay, because then the judge can make the decision, and whatever it is, that's what we'll do.
If a deal is not worked out this week, the new fees will go into effect November 1st. Despite the budget woes, the Tulsa County Jail says it is getting a better handle on its overtime. 2 months ago, the 2 News investigators told you that the overtime budget for jail detention officers was $650,000 over budget for the last fiscal year. Now the jail is reining that in and cut mandatory overtime in half after an aggressive hiring mission.
Is we're trying to hire more people, we're trying to retain more people. We've shortened down our training program so we can get the people into the facility and working much quicker.
The Tulsa County Sheriff's Office also credits an increase in pay for its success in hiring. An Oklahoma school district in mourning tonight. 2 teachers killed in a wreck. That accident happened this morning, killing Jennifer Briggs and Heather Wilson. Both were English teachers at Guthrie Junior High School. Oklahoma State troopers tell us the women were riding together on State Highway 33 when they tried to swerve to miss a car that was driving in the wrong lane. They both died at the scene.
We can't do anything for the 2 that we've lost, but we can do something for the ones that they've touched.
The school district says that they carpooled to work each day. Authorities identified the driver who caused the crash as Rocky Baca. 2 News checked, and he has not been charged with a crime as of yet. And tracking the latest now on the Ebola outbreak, doctors say that a 5-year-old New York City boy does not have Ebola. A little boy returned from Guinea with his family Saturday and felt sick on Sunday, so his parents called 911. A hazmat team transported him to the hospital, and doctors say they will do further tests as a precaution. Tomorrow on Today, Governor Chris Christie is going to speak to Matt Lauer in a live exclusive interview on the Ebola quarantine debate. You can watch that right here on Channel 2 at 7 a.m. after 2 News Today. And new at 10, students at Spartan College will take to the skies in some new wings. The school announcing today that it bought 3 new planes for its pilot training programs. They cost about $4 million. A spokesman says these planes have the latest technology to give students a more competitive edge. Congressman Jim Breitenstein was there to help christen the new aircraft. Now to a 2 News Problem Solver consumer alert. PSO lowering rates just in time for the holidays. The company is lowering its fuel charge thanks to a decline in its forecast for natural gas prices. That decrease will start during the November cycle. And 2 News working to make sure that your morning commute is hassle-free. Traffic down to 1 lane in part of Brookside. Crews resurfacing the street. That's Peoria. It's a live look from our Midtown camera. You can see that the crews left for the night there, but businesses affected will be along from the 38th to 41st, and we're told everything should be back to normal by Saturday. You know, lots of women use it. The birth control is sure. And tonight, the 2 News investigators working for you, sharing what they uncovered in federal documents about the device's safety. Plus, Hall of Famer ZZ Top heading to Green Country. When and where you can see the Texas Trio. The story later in our newscast.
And rain showers increasing along a cold front that brings big changes by tomorrow. We'll examine those changes in your Storm Shield forecast. Check this out, though. Steve and Joe Randall from Porham. Sunrise over their farm this morning. You're watching 2 News at 10.
At Hunts Toyota, every price is lower. Every discount is bigger. Now save $12,000 on a new Toyota Tundra. $12,000 off. Get more for your trade. Pay less for a Toyota. The Toyota clearance event at Hunts Toyota.
Hunt your life, your ride.
The state's lowest guaranteed price on America's highest quality dining tables by Bernhardt. That's what you'll get every day at Mathis Brothers. But right now, we have something even better. We struck a deal with Bernhardt for an extra 10% off all their dining tables, even special orders. So come choose from dozens of styles, sizes, and shapes, and find the right table at the right price. But only for a limited time at Mathis Brothers, just north of 71st on Highway 169.
Janet Barisi. A disastrous third-grade reading test, both supporting Common Core. $200 million in cuts to our schools.
And I can tell you who I got walking right next to me, and it's Governor Fallon. She supports everything we're doing. As a matter of fact, she has actually directed me.
Let's end the Fallon-Barisi era by saying no to Mary Fallon.
The Kia Optima LX for $199 a month or 0% APR has more horsepower than the Honda Accord and gives you way more bang for your buck. The Optima has an overall 5-star safety rating, Bluetooth connectivity, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. It's the no-brainer of all no-brainers. For $199 a month or 0% APR, there's never been a better time to visit your local Kia dealer.
Now at Hodge Toyota, every price is lower. Every discount is bigger. New Camrys, just $18,995. Fuel efficiency and safety, just $18,995. Get more for your trade. Pay less for a Toyota. The Toyota clearance event at Hodge Toyota.
Hodge, your life, your right.
This portion of 2 News is brought to you by Mother Nature's Pest Control.
Big Al's Rant with Kate McFarland at halftime Sunday night.
The 2 News investigators exposed federal documents about the controversial birth control kjrh. Documents never before made public until now. We've covered this story for a year, and the FDA has maintained all along that this device is safe and that they have research to back it up. But many of the documents we obtain show the opposite.
Patients are saying bad things are happening to them.
It's right here in these records.
It's a fatal flaw.
Straight from the Food and Drug Administration.
Patients are being harmed.
Like Katie Reeder.
I felt like my insides were being shredded.
This mother of 3 says she was in pain for 2 years after having kjrh implanted.
I go from being depressed to sad to angry. And I mean, it's not just with the doctors, it's with my family. You know, I can't be the mom I need to be.
kjrh consists of metal coils placed inside the fallopian tubes, blocking conception. The investigators uncovered documents from the FDA that showed they knew patients were being harmed by the device more than a decade ago, and that the company that originally manufactured kjrh, Conceptus, was cited for failing to report all the complaints fast enough, which meant they were violating the law.
It's clear that the FDA inspectors found that the company wasn't being forthcoming in reporting problems that patients were having.
The documents are called Form 483S, reports from the FDA's own inspections. In this one from 2010, the investigator found the company received 168 complaints of perforation, where the device cut through the internal organs, but the company only told the FDA about 22 of them. Those numbers have Dr. Diana Zuckerman with the Center for Health Research in Washington, D.C., questioning the original clinical trials.
When you see data that looks so great and you talk to women who've used the product whose experience is completely different, you have to question whether the studies were really done appropriately.
When we've asked the FDA about kjrh complaints, they told us follow-up studies to the clinical trials have been completed. They also recently sent us these records showing what the manufacturer had to say about each of the allegations. Now, in some cases, Conceptus agreed to make changes, but it's very hard to say what they are because most of the document is blacked out. In other cases, the manufacturer blamed the doctors for the problems the women had. Women like the 10,000 who have united on the kjrh Problems Facebook page to speak out about their negative experiences with the medical device.
With kjrh, they tell you, no, there's not any side effects, there's no problems. And I just feel that that's unacceptable. You have all these women going through this and reporting this to you, and you're still going to dismiss it?
In some cases, the Facebook complaints mirror the FDA's own inspections. Women reported bleeding, pain, one patient taken to the hospital for surgery. There were multiple instances reported where the device migrated out of the fallopian tubes. Many women needed hysterectomies to remove it. So did Katie. She had a hysterectomy shortly after our interview.
I'm 30 years old and I wake up feeling like I'm 80.
Do you feel like the system has failed you?
Absolutely. I have no faith in anything.
Bayer, which now owns kjrh, sent us a statement saying that since they bought the company, they have not received any 483 forms. They also said that most of the side effects are known and are included in the information given to patients. And as for those blacked out records, we appealed that issue with the FDA. We'll let you know if they give us any more information on that. Helping women with breast cancer through fashion. Oklahoma Project Woman partnering with Aberson's for the 20th anniversary of the Pink Ribbon event. They brought in New York fashion designer Maria Cornejo for a fashion show tonight at Southern Hills and through this afternoon as well. I had the honor of hosting tonight's event, and earlier I spoke with the designer about this important cause.
And I think breast cancer is something that touches all of us, and I think, you know, what they're doing with their raising funds to provide for a third of the states who don't have medical insurance, an amazing thing.
Maria Cornejo's designs have been worn by First Lady Michelle Obama, model Christy Turlington, and many more.
Storm Shield weather, certified most accurate.
And good evening, everyone. Changes, they are on the way. The cold front now has made its way just to the south and east of Interstate 44. Behind the front, we have some rain showers at this time. There might be an isolated rumble of thunder way up here close to the Kansas border, but that's it. That's why I don't think there's much of a threat of severe weather here tonight, especially now that we're late in the night and these showers and thunderstorms are coming in behind the front. In fact, I filtered out a lot of the false echoes that we're getting back into the radar site, and you can just see there's a little shower here north and east of Nowata, and there's another one up here just moving into western Ottawa County out of Craig County. Another couple of just light rain showers back towards Skytook. For instance, one would move into Oulagan, just be enough to wet the car, and that'd be about it. And that's going to happen in about 10 minutes, Narcissa in about 15 minutes, over toward Bushy Head in about 25 minutes. Meantime, we'll widen things out here, and then we'll put Precision Cast, or I should say Future Track, into motion. We're going to call it Storm Shield Future Track, and from Grove to Pryor, you can see these little rain showers move away, but then in the overnight hours, we have additional development of showers and maybe a rumble of thunder, so you might hear that if you're sleeping at about 1 a.m., get a little rumble of thunder out there. But notice how quickly it moves out. By 5 a.m., the skies are starting to clear. We're back to sunshine, then some high clouds come in tomorrow, and it almost looks like just from Future Track that we could have sort of a mackerel sky out there, and that'd be kind of neat to see. Take some cool pictures of that tomorrow afternoon. Downtown camera tonight, you can see we have gray skies overhead. It's 69 degrees now, and our winds just went to the north, so we know that the front is through. The dew point, 62 earlier today, falling to 53. So the changes certainly now arriving in Tulsa. Broken Arrow still at 69, Bixby's at 72, and Skytook's at 71, while Collinsville is at 70. So there's the front. Wichita 61, Dodge City 52. By tomorrow morning, we're in the mid-50s as the front moves down into southeastern Oklahoma. So let's track these temperatures as they change into the overnight hours. 56 here tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow with sunshine and a northeasterly wind, our high of just 70 degrees. And we haven't had many of these. In fact, in October, we've had 2 90-degree days, 10 80-degree days. Tomorrow will be the 11th 70-degree day, and we've had 4 and 5 50 and 60-degree days. And if you want to know why it's been so warm, go to kjrh.com. I did a blog on why it's been warm so far and what that might tell us about the upcoming winter. Our bus stop forecast for tomorrow, 56, a dry bus stop, but a light jacket might be needed, and then the kids will shed that jacket by tomorrow afternoon as we make it up to 70. Our forecast overnight lows in Coffeyville down to 50, Ponca City down to 46. But notice McAllister, Poto, and Fort Smith, upper 50s. Again, the front takes a little longer to get down there. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, and the north wind switching to about 10 miles an hour. By tomorrow morning, skies clearing, a cooler start, sunshine at 8 a.m., but the temperatures in the mid-50s. Cool morning, 65 at noon, and then some clouds come back in the afternoon, about 70 for the high. Sweatshirts tomorrow night if the kids have soccer, baseball, or something of that nature. 71 in Pryor tomorrow, 71 also at Okmulgee, Bristow up to 72, McAllister at 72. On Wednesday, 72 in sunshine, 73 on Thursday. The morning lows in the 40s. If you like a nice, cool, crisp morning walk, that'll certainly be what you'll find through the week this week. 67 on Friday, 68 Saturday, back to the 70s on Sunday. And another storm system moves our way. Next Monday, a 40% chance of rain. And don't forget, daylight saving ends this Saturday night, Sunday morning. So at 2 a.m., turn your clocks back 1 hour, or you'll be mighty early, or at least an hour early for all of your Sunday activities.
Now, 2 Works for You Sports, driven by your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
The Dallas Cowboys trying to become the NFL's first team to reach 7 wins, hosting last-place Washington tonight. Tony Romo left the game after being sacked in the 3rd quarter. Brandon Whedon came in, threw a touchdown pass. Romo has just returned. It's in the 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Game tied at 17, a good one. And a welcome into sports, everybody. Well, nobody rallies the troops like old Bobby Stoops. No denying it. So far, the Sooner season has been disappointing. Preseason national title contenders suffering 2 losses before Halloween. But Stoops has been here before, and more than once, he has turned those lemons into lemonade. 2006, 2 losses by October the 7th. That guy, Paul Thompson, answers with 8 straight victories and a Big 12 title. 2010, loss number 2 against Texas A&M early November. Landry Jones leading OU to 5 straight wins and a Big 12 title. Of course, last fall, blown out by Baylor 41-12. OU responds with 4 straight victories, 3 of them upsets, including a Sugar Bowl defeat of Alabama. Wasn't the start Sooner Nation hoped for, but this season isn't over either.
There's always hope, and our deal is always with the conference first. So, you know, teams have won the conference with 2 losses, so our job is just to win this week. You know, one at a time, keep trying to get better, you know, and who knows what will happen at the end of it. You know, no one would have anticipated what happened a year ago.
Stoops announcing today running back Keith Ford, who has missed the last 4 games with a foot fracture, has returned to practice, will play Saturday. Defensive lineman Charles Walker also healthy and ready to go. Stoops has never lost Iowa State, 9-0 all-time. Kickoff from Ames Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Meanwhile, these are strange times in Stillwater. Homecoming was no fun at all. The Cowboys losing to West Virginia by 24. The offense has scored only 1 touchdown in the last 10 quarters, and a loss this Saturday against first-place Kansas State would give OSU 3 straight defeats in the same season for the first time since Mike Gundy's rookie year, 2005.
You know, it's definitely, like I said, different. I came from a winning school, and I mean, I don't think that we're necessarily a losing team. We're still 5-3. And, I mean, I think we can win a lot more games.
You know, it's hard to handle. It's just really the leadership and the maturity that we have on the team. You know, just kind of rally guys together and be like, no, we've never done this before, so we're going to turn it around, just kind of bring it back together, rally back together, and we're going to get some positive things going.
I think people want me to be frustrated and bang this table and throw these recorders, but that's just not my approach, and that's not who we are.
Yeah, well, Coach Gundy in a surprisingly playful mood today. How about this exchange with the Tulsa World's John Hoover?
I've been around for a while.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's like A Few Good Men, you know, where he says, I'm quite sure I've earned it.
So my question, I guess.
But I'm Cruise and you're the bad guy. You're Nicholson. I'm Tom Cruise and you're the bad guy.
The truth, whether you can handle it or not, OSU has a stiff test this weekend visiting first place Kansas State, 7 o'clock. More sports right after this.
At GMC, incredible thinking is everywhere, like the GMC Sierra, offering the most innovative cargo bed in its class, engineered with the superior strength of rolled steel, and backed by 2 years of scheduled maintenance. During the GMC model year closeout, use your special value pricing to get over $8,800 total value on this specially equipped Sierra. Plus, get 1 year of Sirius XM.
See your Oklahoma GMC team.
We want stronger families. We want more job opportunities. We want better education for our children. But we don't get that with a big central government in Washington, D.C. If we want to fix Washington, then we'll have Washington do what only Washington should do. It's constitutional responsibility. Families start to actually prosper again. Businesses start to rise again. People start to see opportunity and hope again. Hope does not come from Washington. Hope comes from individual families and from communities and from churches. That's where things turn around. I'm James Langford, and I approve this message.
Hey, catch me if you can. Over here.
It's
It's closeout time on all remaining 2014 Toyotas. Over here.
Fowler is closing out all remaining Tundras. Take $5,000 off and get 0% for up to 60 months.
This way. Did you know Fowler Toyota is one of the fastest growing Toyota dealerships in the state? Catch me if you can. Get to Fowler Toyota, I-44 in the BA.
Would you vote for Barack Obama today?
You'll be able to keep your health care plan.
Of course not. Then why would you ever vote for Joe Dorman? Dorman supports expanding Obamacare. Dorman, a critic of common sense conservative solutions, called cutting income taxes a waste of time. Dorman even supported raising taxes on Oklahoma businesses. Joe Dorman. He's so much like Obama. Why would we ever want him as governor? Mary Fallon, endorsed by the NRA. Right to life and small business. The conservative choice.
Listen up, sports fans. If you drive a truck, you know it's all about stats. And at the Built Ford Tough Sales event, we've got the numbers right here. Ford Super Duty, best-in-class horsepower and max towing capacity. That's how you punch it right up the gut now. And here's another stat, folks. F-Series has been America's best-selling truck for 37 straight years. That's called a dynasty, baby.
During the Built Ford Tough Sales event, get up to $5,000 cash back on Super Duty at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. The best in Oklahoma.
The hits just keep on coming. Two more Oklahoma City Thunder players injured in practice today. Reggie Jackson twisting his ankle would leave practice on crutches, and Jeremy Lamb injuring his back. Both players are questionable for Wednesday's season opener against Portland. If Jackson and Lamb can't go, the Thunder will have 9 available players on the roster. Said head coach Scott Brooks, quote, "I've never seen anything like it." Finally, Thunder players attending a Halloween party last week. Some of the costumes here: Nick Collison, Spengler from Ghostbusters, Steven Adams, Tom Hanks' character from Castaway, and there's Russell Westbrook stealing the show. I guess he's Mendez from Orange is the New Black, and it's a good-looking stash right there. It's your Oklahoma Ford Sports Report. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Ewan McGregor, Charles Barkley, Jeff Tweedy are here for charades. Plus we got music from Wilco. You gotta watch. We're on next. It's great.
My name's Alyssa, and I drive a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. People always ask me what kind of car it is. They think it looks so good. I test drove the Camry, and the Sonata went hands down on the look and price alone. It helps me be a safer driver because it's got lane departure warning and blind spot detection. This is my third Hyundai. I've stuck with them for a while, and I'm going to keep doing so.
Now, lease a Sonata for $0 down and $265 a month. Visit buyhyundai.com.
For Mark Wayne Mullen, being conservative isn't about politics. It's a way of life. It's about faith and family, our land and liberty, and the America we leave future generations. Here in Oklahoma, Mark Wayne and his wife Christy are blessed with a growing family. Now in Washington, Mark Wayne has 2 more reasons to fight for freedom and the legacy we leave. Mark Wayne Mullen for Congress.
I'm Mark Wayne Mullen, and I approve this message.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Time when truck guys can depend on great offers on the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Chevy Silverado, from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road. It's Truck Month. Trade up to the Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition for a total value of $8,500. See your Green Country Chevy dealers.
I've dealt with bankers who think they know it all, everything about every business. Then I found Prosperity Bank. My Prosperity Banker respects the fact that I know more about my business than he ever could. And I realize he knows the business of banking. My Prosperity Banker listens and offers me the financial tools I need to complete my projects and run a profitable business. I know my business. Prosperity Bankers know the business of banking.
Your bank for business, Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Hi, I'm Jim Inhofe. This has been a long campaign, and you know by now that I'm a conservative. I believe in small government, energy independence, and a strong national defense. Most of us in Oklahoma think the same way. My opponent, well, he thinks the role of government should be a bit different. If you think like I do, I'd be honored to keep fighting for our conservative beliefs in Washington. I'm Jim Inhofe, and I approve this message.
It's Trucktober, Ram Truck Month in Trucklahoma. First ever back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Champion, best towing, 2014 regular cabs, $8,000 off. All 2014 quad cabs, $10,000 off. All 2014 crew cabs, and 0% for 72 months available on all Dodge products. The best deals on the best trucks. South Point Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, East 91st and South Memorial. SouthPointCJD.com.
At ZZ Top, rocking the joint. The legendary Texas Trio is going to perform January 16th. Tickets are at $60. They go on sale November 13th. New at 10, the 25th annual Halloween kicking off tonight. The Tulsa tradition lasts for 5 days. It takes place each night, of course, from 6:30 to 8:30 through Halloween at the zoo. It's a chance for kids to play games, see the animals, and get lots of candy. Cost for admission is $8. Brett's going to tell us just how cool it will be tomorrow. Next.
Remember us?
Our dad is Lieutenant Governor
Todd Lamb. Every year, Dad visits all 77 counties.
77? Really?
Yup. And everywhere he goes, he's focused on creating jobs.
Great jobs.
So people don't have to leave Oklahoma.
I'm Todd Lamb. We expect to beat Texas in football. We should expect to beat them in creating jobs.
Please vote for our dad, Todd Lamb.
He really likes to beat Texas.
Unwrap a fresh new flavor at Subway. The new Hickory Turkey and Bacon Melt. Layer upon tender layer of thin sliced turkey, topped with crispy bacon, melty cheese, and a smoky sweet hickory sauce that puts a whole new twist on a classic taste. Enjoy it handcrafted with crisp lettuce and juicy tomatoes. Or add your touch with baby spinach and zesty peppers on freshly baked honey oat or any bread you like. Experience the fresh flavor of the new Hickory Turkey and Bacon Melt while it's here. Subway. Eat fresh.
Hey, Dad. I thought you'd be watching the game.
Well, Joan Bear, I wish I was, but the TV's in there and the lawnmower's in here. Life is about compromise. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Well, I can pull it up right here. We have the Cox bundle. Dad, if we have cake, we should eat it.
Get a Cox bundle for $99.99 a month now with double the speed. At-home security starting at $29.99 a month. Plus, ask how to get a $200 prepaid card.
It's a great big world, and it can all be yours. Here and only here.
Nissan Sentra with Nissan Connect.
Man, this doesn't look like Vegas.
It's easy to lose yourself, but nearly impossible to get lost. Get 0% for up to 72 months with no payments until 2015. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
When you want to know where your tax money is going, contact us at kjrh.com/investigators. Tracking your tax dollars only on 2 Works for You.
So it's about time for a change in the weather, Brett.
And right on time, it's coming. It's knocking on the door here tonight. It's moving on through here. A couple of showers are behind the cold front. If you look at future track, you'll see the showers and thunderstorms move through, and then they're out of here by tomorrow morning. And we are back to a northeast wind with plenty of sunshine and just a gorgeous day tomorrow. We'll have temperatures right around 70 degrees. Right now, no rain here in Tulsa at this time. So nice day coming up tomorrow after we get rid of this rain overnight.
All right, we'll look forward to it. Thank you, Brett. And thank you for joining us. You have a good night.